So when I was escaping before, so I said, like, I don't want to push the shoulders here, right, because of the near side armbar. There is a way where we can get the near side armbar, but it's pretty rare to get it for Sunyi to get it once he's in knee right to then like have me push here. I have to kind of not know what I'm doing to do that, so we switch it up. So if I'm here, Sunyi generally wants to push around the hips. It's really hard to take this arm and armbar it, but there is a time when I can go for it, and that's in the transition to knee right, usually from a guard pass. So if we go back to that Toriando I was doing, I'm here like this, I got my weight through my arms. Where does Sunyi want to block here? Does he want to block my hips right now? Not really, because if he goes for my hips, then he's giving me a chance to take side control. So usually they'll block at that point they're going to block my shoulder. Yeah. Or shoulders, like so. Okay? And that's usually a good time to transition to knee right. And there's like a brief moment here where his arm is above my hips here. Usually straight away he's going to go down and block my hips. But there's a brief moment where I can actually sit in from an armbar. And this is, so often when you actually go for the near side armbar, it's when you're passing, not like when you're trying to establish the knee right from a pass, not once you've established it. So we're going to go hand on the knee, hand on the hip. Just make sure you get all these grips right. So when you get the hand on the hip, flare your elbow a little bit so they can't bring their top leg in, like so. Yeah. So if my hand's just straight, you can get his leg in front. If I flare my elbow a little bit, I tend to block that leg a bit more. If you're worried about them circling over the top, put your head close too. Okay. All right. From here, I walk to the side. Sunyi pushes my shoulders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come forward, and I want to like, when I do the armbar, I don't want to bring my, so if I can feel he's pushing, I know the armbar's a chance. I don't want to put my knee right here on his hips. I want to come like right underneath the arm, like that, so I get under the shoulder. But the most important thing is that your hips are low and drop underneath the shoulder. Okay, so it's really common, like, and it feels natural usually at first to kind of like go, oh, like that. I'm too high, too easy to pull out of it. So I need to make sure my hips shoot underneath so you can't drop that elbow out of it. So here, when I'm passing, I want to shoot in like this, okay? So my knee's like fully bent, I'm pretty much sitting on my heel, like that. I'm making a little bit of an angle too, so I'm kind of like cutting a little bit that way so my hips are a little sideways. If I'm more square, there's more room to get the elbow out. You can see how my hips end up higher than when I've dropped to the side of it. If you imagine you're trying to hook the back of their shoulder with your foot, that usually helps. So here, Sunyi blocks. I'm going to come in, shoot my bottom leg in like that, swing my left leg over the top, and curl back like this. I'm trying to pull him in so his elbow can't pull it. Try and get your elbow out. Like so. It's a curl back from this foot that stops his shoulders moving away. Move his shoulders away. See how he drops his elbow when he does that? So I want to curl in to stop that. So we go. Alright. Just 2 minutes each in this one because we're going to do a few different things from there. Right? 3, 2, 1. Shoot your hips in it. So you really want to like, when I go for this, I almost want to like, you think about it, the more I can lift Sunyi's shoulder up, the more chance I got of getting it. So if we're here and I go like that, it's going to be really hard to get the armbar. I want to like, he's going to be following my shoulders, so I want to bring my shoulders kind of forward. Like you really kind of like go like this, so the shoulder lifts up. You're banking on the fact that they're, like, you know, I'm passing, he's pushing. Boom. Yeah. So it is a quick movement. Alright, let's work another armbar now. So this time, we go to the same spot, but this time Sunyi is a bit more cautious, and as I start to move in closer, he starts thinking more about blocking the hips. Okay? So, from here, what I'm going to do, I bring my knee on belly now more to across his actual belly, as opposed to trying to catch the arm here, because this is going to be really hard. And it's important to be able to follow when you do have knee on belly. So when Sanyi starts to hip escape away, like I want to be able to use my left leg to track him. So just every time he moves, I should be able to kind of like push off my left leg so my hips follow where Sanyi goes. Okay? And because he's pushing, he's giving me an underhook. So we're going to take that. I'm going to post on the far side of his head to give us some leverage. I'm going to pick up the shoulder here. And I'm going to do what's called an up and crush. So I want to take this arm now. You see his shoulders on the mat, so it's really hard for me to armbar because I can't get underneath his shoulder. His shoulder's really low, so I need to get his shoulder up first. So I'm posting. I'm pulling my elbow in front of his chest as I drop my weight back, like that. And then it's called up and crush because once I get here, I put like a lot of pressure down. I kind of change my angle a bit so my chest goes over the middle of his arm and I've got my elbow down like that. Pull your shoulders back to the mat. So the idea is I keep this shoulder elevated now. It'll take a while to get the feel for this. You've really got to like suck your elbow to your own chest and in front of their chest. Again, we're here. I'm going to take this, post, drop back, and get my elbow in front. Now I'm not really on knee on belly anymore. So the knee on belly is really just like the first way. It's a way of getting the underhook. If you can think of it like that, like it's a way to force him to push my leg. Cool. Now I've got the grip I wanted, now I've got a chance at the armbar. Okay? So again, reach to the shoulder, pull back, and lock at the up and crush. Let's just work that first, just make sure you've got good control. So I just want you to stop here. Person tries to get their back to the mat a few times. Cool, reset, and go again. I just want you to just maybe do it 3 times each, and then we'll come back and we'll work the finish. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yep, assume that's a yes. Okay, so let's finish the armbar now. So we're here, we've got the up and crush. It's really important I think if you're trying to keep the knee right, you won't get the pressure to keep the back off the mat. So you have to actually like, you can keep your knee up, but you have to kind of back off a little bit. I don't mind if you put the knee down, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to go for the armbar. I want to step my foot to here, so I have to basically do a 180-degree turn with my body to get the armbar. So I'm going to try and step my foot here, but the problem is his head's in the way, so when I go to step, I'll often knee him in the head. Well, you can do that if you want, I guess. So I want to push down like that, and that gives a clear road to step over. Okay, so I'm going to go from here. I'm still leaning like a little bit to my right, like this. It puts pressure so he can't lift that arm, which might give him a chance to take his arm to the other side or make it harder to get the armbar. So I can lean that way. What it also does, it makes my left leg light, so I can step, and I want to step right behind the shoulders like that. Okay, because I'm going to start releasing the pressure with this arm as I go around, like as I start to rotate. I won't be able to keep his shoulder up from that, but what putting my leg here does, try and loosely try and roll your shoulders to the mat. Yeah, it's hard because I'm like wedged underneath him. If I step here, you can do that. So I want it to be nice and tight. So we're here. Obviously I'm doing this step by step, but it's actually quite a fast movement you have to do. Lean to the side, push the head. I'm going to step here. I bring my knee in tight, like that, so that further stops his shoulders going to the mat. Go. And then, I don't move my feet now. So my feet, my right foot's here, my left foot's here. My feet don't change their position, like where they're actually located. I just rotate my body. So I lift my hips up, just like a little bit. The lower your hips lift, the easier it is to finish, but you have to lift them a little bit to actually get the movement to go. So I kind of lift up, twist, like that, and I keep going, and so I'm facing that way. Once I'm here, my hips are nice and low behind the shoulder. We're in the exact same position as we did the knee bar the other time. So remember, curl your right foot now, so that they can't escape away. We take the arm and finish. Right, get the arm here, post, up and crush, like so, lean to the side, push the head, step behind, keep your knee tight, and then from here, I do the full 180 turn, curl with my right foot, finish. Try and land, really try to land 90 degrees to them. I think when you first do this, you often, and it's easier if I go like this, but he's already halfway out of his armbar escape, which is to turn to his knees and roll out. So the more close I can land to his legs, the better. Well, 90 degrees is probably good enough. Okay, so we're here, push the head, step nice and close to the back, knees tight on the shoulder, switch, curl your foot, finish. Let's go. 3 minutes each, 3, 2, 1.